co-op, multiplayer, single player, and there's a tutorial. I'm just gonna go on and start a game. And I can choose between survival scenario creative or freedom. Alright, scenarios are user content. That's really cool. But I'm gonna go and do the survival. The game's name is gonna be Nemo in Space. What's today's date? 19/04/2025. Set. Medium. Small. I'll leave this all on default. I wonder why I can't change the planet size though. Oh wait, I have looked at this before. But it was just the demo, I think. And that was a bit weird. I don't remember why. Because I started in orbit. That was the mistake I made. Right? So this is the easy tutorial start, which I will take now. Oh, the firewall wants some attention. The Robinson Protocol, okay. And there's info at the Empyriopedia. As far as I know, it's a bit of an older title that has been in early access for ages and has then at some point been released. And what's important to me is that it's a sandbox, right? You can do whatever. Boom. Ow. Crash. And it's a survival game with crafting, and you can also just leave the planet and fly elsewhere if you want. That's as far as I can
Emergency situation detected. Robinson Protocol UCH001A initiated. Do you want to activate the tutorial help information system?
Yes, please. Ooh. We're on a moon. Okay, we just crashed. On the right side of the screen, we see the tutorial, which tells us pick up the survivor tool, pick up the flashlight. We've got 25 degrees, no radiation, partly cloudy, and there's an escape pod in our vicinity. Okay, I hope it looks alright on the stream. I'm gonna move the camera here so you can see the stats better. Cool. In 18 minutes, the flashlight will despawn. Use shift to run, space to jump, and C to crouch. I want control to crouch, so I need to change that now. Control. Either control is bound to something else. Oh, it's console shortcut. And it's the modifier. Okay. Grumpy. Nemo is grumpy because of that. Maybe I don't need to crouch a lot. Yeah, but control cannot be set as the modifier key. Maybe if I set the modifier to something else? No. Okay. Yeah, so C is crouching. Okay. F5 to deploy a personal drone. Now, let's have a look at our inventory. After pressing OK, take your time and familiarize with this and that. Yeah, graphics resolution here is not so good. A detector. To scan for structures and ore deposits in range reveals the type of ore deposit when scanning nearby. Oh, I'm constructing that. Ooh. And a survival tool we already have. We also have this. Can I stop the construction? Apparently not. So now we have 2 detectors. Yay. You can sell one maybe. I'm gonna put that here. Flashlights on 1. The survival tool is for mining, salvaging, and defense. And then there's also a projectile pistol. Like that. We've got pistol rounds. We've got a portable constructor. And a survival tent. And put them on the toolbar as well. Building a base, hover vessel, and how to use the survival tool. I'm gonna put the bandages here on 5. Ooh, there's PvP. Nah, not in a single player game, of course. There's gravity and there's O2. There's oxygen, stamina, food, hunger, and health. That's our base crafting here. We can build water condensers, coolers, heaters, basic stuff. We can report a bug and we can see our character stats. There's a tech tree. You collect XP to unlock stuff in here. I think the portable constructor is already unlocked. It wasn't. Constructors generate materials and equipment needed for survival. Okay. The bare necessities. So F3 is a quick key for the tech tree. Lots of different things, right? Vessels. Oh yeah, building something to drive around, fly around with is good. Projectile pistol is unlocked. We've got the assault rifle and shotgun. There's player level tiers here, I think. Okay. Reputation with factions, neutral, human, and other. The PDA is for tutorial and solo missions. And has all the info of the game as well. There are video guides and whatnot. Right. Explains resources. Okay. Let's have a look at. Does it tell me what this is? It does big area scan, shows different resources. It's iron. So we got iron ore. Okay. So it looks a lot like what's it called? No Man's Sky, but the super indie version of that. But it doesn't have the gated tutorial that No Man's Sky has. Getting started, activate the video. Open the read first. What?
Pick up all devices, items, and
Yes. I don't need that. Thanks. Alright, so the Robinson Protocol will kick in as soon as I don't get anywhere. Okay, so you have ore nodes lying around that you can mine. This was free on Epic at some point, I think. And seeing how it's a bit of an older game with some quirks, I know why. So I'm gonna go away from the... Oh, did the pod despawn already? No, there's the crash pod. There's a good space for a base. So... How do you rotate things? Sleep for 8 hours. And you can pick it up again. Okay, and the portable constructor has a lot more crafting recipes than inventory crafting. Drag stuff into the input. Use a template. There's a lot of text in the tutorial. I'm not sure if it needs to be that much text. This is the only constructor that does not require energy. Okay. We can make energy cells. Iron ore. We can make iron ore from crushed stone and iron ingot from iron ore. So if we put this in here, we can make plates and mechanical components. Okay, so we can use the storage explorer tokens. We can use this as storage, and then it shows us what we can construct with it. Cool. And this, exchange your explorer tokens for rewards at a gin console in one of the trading stations. Okay, that sounds more interesting. So, let's see if we want to build a hover vessel. We need steel plates. Two steel plates, a glass plate, 2 optical fibers. Two steel plates coming up. For the glass plates, we need silicon. Ore. Oh, 20 steel plates. I meant to... Okay. I don't think we can craft the hover shenanigans in this here. Oh, maybe we can. It doesn't say if it's limited crafting wise. A motor, 2 nanotubes is the generator. And that's just the light. I see. What I would need now... Oh, here's the color code where you can craft it. It starts from there. So you need a small constructor to make a hover vessel. Unless you can do without the light, then you're fine. So the core is 5 computers and 3 optical fibers. Okay. Computers. Electronics. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna need some silicon. At least I want to get mobile and fly around a bit and see how this how that works. But it looks a bit like the game might just be a bit too old to compete with anything out there. But then again, No Man's Sky is a different beast in lots of regards. But this is on the hardcore indie side of things for sure. Crushed stone is what you need for. Silicon ingot. Oh yeah, okay. So it skips one of the construction bits automatically. Now we can make a computer. What I need to figure out is how to put this to recipes. Like link them to recipes. This is locked, right? So I need to get 3 points to unlock that. This needs to... These are unlocked. Oh, if it's green, it's unlocked. So the core was 5 computers, 3 fibers. That's a lot. But it's cool. It automatically takes. Ooh, a hover bike construction kit. That sounds promising. Okay, maybe it's just a part that you need for the hover bike. Undock the camera, space and C to go up and down. It hasn't got any storage space. That a template? No. Hover bike. Ah, you can just build it like that. Ah, that's cool. Okay, now we're mobile. Ooh, okay. Okay, yeah, okay. Hardcore indie at this point. I mean, it's cute, but it cannot hold a candle to other games in all the important regards, which is controls and accessibility, and the sound's quite not bad. But I can build a hover bike and hover over the water, just like this, which is pretty cool. Yeah, but this has an entry that's a bit steep. You gotta read through all that tutorial stuff, and then you have the complex crafting, which isn't super easy to figure out, so you need to work for it. I think You can't really pull that off anymore in 2025. But I'm not sure how old it is. I would have to look it up. I do like the fact that it's not the glossy, weird No Man's Sky look. That's pretty cool. But the world seems very empty for what it is. I mean, I remember last time I started the space crash. That was very dramatic because we had no oxygen and there was a lot more stuff going on. But I couldn't figure out the controls back then. Now I know why. It's just they are not good. Nightfall. You cannot sleep when enemies are nearby. Yes, true. There are dangerous enemies in the game. Oh, you can unlock the camera from... Ooh. But yeah, I mean, that's just not great. It looks cool, right? This view here, that's pretty good. But this looks horrible. And the fact that you can leave a planet and build spaceships and build a space station isn't gonna save this, sadly. But you can do that, which is pretty amazing, right? You can go from this moon where we're at here to wherever you want, and then you have this huge galaxy, and that's amazing as well. But the core of it is just not very pretty or great. It's a good effort for what it is, I think. I'm gonna have to look up how old it is. 2015. There you go. It started early access in 2015, so it's been 10 years nearly. Okay, and their goal was to make exploration fun in the first place. The game left early access alpha in 2020. Yeah. So, I prefer the look of this over No Man's Sky. Just, this is a planet, right? So that makes sense. But, it's not fun to explore a dead world with nothing in it. It could be that it's because I'm in the tutorial area and they don't want me to get eaten by dangerous animals. Potentially. But I'm not gonna be able to enjoy the controls. Like, this hover bike is okay. I can sort of control it. But there's something there. There's crown. But it also said 0.3 astronomical units, so that's kind of far away. So I can look at the sky. Is that something alive? A flutterby. Natural sweetener. It's a butterfly. Okay. Oh, we can play from the first person as well. That's a vegetable. Ah, so there's not nothing in the map. There's something in the map. Got 50 XP but no materials. I kind of hope for bone. Titanium. Now I kind of want to get eaten by something huge and dangerous. So, yeah, I guess what I mean to say is that it's not bad. It's just basic in a few regards. And in other regards, it's pretty cool. But nothing I could get myself to play, I think. Just the user interface is horror. And all the text in there is just not great. It's probably very functional, right? I see the filter tabs here and the tabs to control the content of the window. Like you have spacefaring vehicles and ready-built outposts that you can unlock. So I could use these to build something out of wood or, you know. There's the frame for a hover vessel. There's different transport and fighting ships. So that's all pretty cool, right? But just a bit too clunky. Especially the crafting here seems horror. A lot of scrolling and remembering things. It could be that in a tutorial there's a way to just link the recipe, which would help. But it's still a large scrolling pane of stuff. I wish No Man's Sky would look like this though. Okay. Now I don't think there's more for me to see here. I'm sorry. I thought there was a bit more to discover, but I don't think so. I mean, if you're interested in the scale of it, right? Planet to planet hopping to galaxy hopping, take a look at it. It was free on Epic. Maybe you picked it up as well, so it might be worth it. But just no. No.